Good morning to all. I am Balachandar, Assistant Professor of History. Today class is History of India up to 1206 AD. Unit 3rd. Topic is Ashoka the Great. He was ruled India for 273 BCE to 232 BCE. Mauryan dynasty was one of the wonderful dynasty in India. Founder of Chandragupta Maurya, founder of the dynasty. His second king was Bindusara, father of Ashoka. Ashoka was the third king of Maurya dynasty. Ashoka is one of the most outstanding monarch in the history. He was a great not only as conqueror and a patron of Buddhist, but also an administrator of reformer. Ashoka was the greatest benefactor of Buddhism. He made no difference between precept and practice. He practiced what he preached. Example, Ahimsa and Dharma. More living men cherish his memory even today. Before the Kalinga War, the region of Ashoka formed one of the most brilliant charter in the history of India. He is the greatest king of Mauryan dynasty. He was a great grandson of Chandragupta. His inscription, the Siloni Chronicle, Devavamsa and Mahavamsa and Brahminical, Buddhist and Jain traditional are the main sources of the information for the reign. His personal memories proved that he spent several years in pleasurable pursuits. He lived life in happily. The Kalinga War. The Kalinga War was a conflict between Maurya Empire under the Ashoka and the state of Kalinga. Kalinga located present day state of Odisha and the part of Andhra Pradesh. The Maurya army invaded Kalinga in 260 BCE. The Ashoka reign of the emperor began to series of war. The huge loss of life and suffering witnessed on the battlefield made him turn away from war. So he was deeply influenced of Buddhism and adopted the Dharma principles. In the war field, the inscription given, Rock Edict 13, give a graphic account of the horrors and terrors of the Kalinga War. 150,000 persons were carried away captive and 100,000 were killed. After the Kalinga War, he changed his policy. The policy of Dikvijaya and adopted the new policy of Dharma Vijaya. Dikvijaya means war victory. Dharma Vijaya means welfare of people. He stated under the Ashoka was a welfare state and not a police state. The foundation of his government on the love and willing obedience of his subject. He wished to be regarded as a father of his people. What's with the After the Kalinga War, Dharma principles spread of Buddhism, Ashoka the administrator. Spread of Buddhism. The main principle of Dharma, non-violence, tolerance of all sects, especially religious tolerance, obedience to parents, respect for Brahmins, teachers and priests, liberality towards friends, human treatment of servants, spread of Buddhism. Ashoka built shrine and monasteries in inscribed Buddhist teaching on rocks and pillar in many places. He sent missionaries to countries. His own son, Gunal, became a monk and carried Buddhism to Sri Lanka. Ashoka thought convinced people to love and respect all living things. He insisted on the recognition of the scarcity of all human life. He abolished the unnecessary slaughters of mutilation of animal. Ashoka banned sports hunting and thus protected wildlife. He built a hospital both men and animals. He became vegetarian and the most peaceful life of people. He allowed one day leave to prisoner to go to outside for a day of the year. His reforms. Ashoka first thought for comfortable in well-being on this subject. His main roads were built with wells, inn and avenue trees. Many botanical gardens were laid out for the civilization of medicine herbs. Ashoka built many hospitals for both men and animals. Ashoka completed the construction of dam for irrigation. Ashoka's moral code laid trust on respect for the elders and holy men. Asha law of reading of Chandragupta whereas a far possible relax. Mauryan penal code was made less severe and more human. All forms of judicial torture were abolished. Governors were given wide latitude of powers granting pardons. No mention in media of schools, but it is abuse that education, as in most Buddhist countries, must have been widely given a monetaries. People were to show respect for teachers and elders. The first type of minor rock edict deal with the personal life of Ashoka. The second type is the scared principle of dharma or law of pity. The 14 rocks edicted coverage a large scope, opening with the 2 edicts on specific provision of medical and welfare service. The proceeding to the consideration of borders. Application of dharma is morality and administration of justice. The nature of dhamma and its effect in tolerance, ritual and charity, and closing with the history of Kalinga. The 3 cave inscriptions. The Ashoka cave edict found a 3 cave curved in granite of Barabras, hills near Gaya in Bihar. This inscription tells us that these caves were dedicated by Ashoka as dwelling place for the monks of Sjctnc sect. These show that Ashoka followed the policy of religious tolerance. Thank you.